Your person is picking up on your thoughts, your affirmations, your visualizations, all that good stuff. But what if they don't even know you exist? What are they picking up on then? Now, I get asked this a lot, and I would love to clarify that in this video so you can go forward with clarity that no matter what's happening, they're picking up what you're putting down. But of course, with that, I will also be explaining why whatever you are thinking is being picked up. So if this is a topic you're interested in, or the question that you have and you want it answered, stick out to the end of this video so you can gain this valuable knowledge. Now, if you could drop me a like and a comment on this video to help push it out on the algorithm, subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon so you don't miss any future life-changing videos. And if you want to skip the guesswork of piecing different creators, different videos together to try and manifest your desires, head down to my comment section and my description, because I've manifested my person and I've kept her for many years now, so I know that I can help you do the same. And I have plenty of things on my website designed to help me do so: courses, memberships, one-on-one services, and more. So check that out once you've watched this video. But for now, thank you for your time. Let's get into this video. I'm going to start this by explaining why and how they pick up on it. And then I'm going to get into what if they don't know you. Now, when it comes to this topic of thought transmission, I love the analogy, and so do many of you, of spiritual Wi-Fi. Your subconscious mind connects you to everything and everyone else, even the unseen options like in the ether, the information space. Just the same as Wi-Fi connects you to everything and everyone else that is attached to it. Now, if you go on Google and type in trees are going to come up. Just the same way as if you go into consciousness and think about trees, you're going to be having your awareness on trees, and information through whatever means necessary will be passed on to trees. Probably should have used a better example, but we'll roll with it. So, because you are connected to everything and everyone else, just the same as picking up your phone and texting someone and then receiving it on their phone, you go into consciousness, think something, they pick it up. Now, the great thing about this process is they pick it up subconsciously. So whatever you're feeding them, they think is their own thoughts. It's a wonderful thing to have a thought passed on to someone and then be like, you know what I just thought of? Let's do XYZ thing. And they're so proud that it was their idea, but it was yours, that it was implanted. The thing that I have found though, and this is an explanation behind it to really clarify, is that what they pick up is a general theme of what you're feeding them. Now, to get to this conclusion, I've tested this on people that I have explained. I am trying thought transmission. Let me know what you receive whenever you do. And I've tried this on people that I haven't told that, but I've been trialing it on and then asking them what they were fed. And what I have found an overwhelming majority of the time is that they pick up a general theme of what you're feeding them, not always the specific. Now, the general theme will lead them to the outcome that you're wanting to experience. It's a threat not. It's just maybe not necessarily exactly what you were feeding them is exactly what they were thinking. But that's fine, because as long as you get to the end that you want, it doesn't really matter the way that you get there. But what I mean by this, let's say I'm affirming Jerry is messaging me. Jerry may be picking up on, you know what, I haven't heard from Matthew in a while, I'm going to message him. He may be thinking things like, oh, this amazing thing just happened, I have to tell Matthew. He may be thinking, you know what, I wonder if Matthew's doing all right in this current economy. I'm going to drop him a message. Things to that nature. They all revolve around messaging me, which is the information I was feeding onto him. But the way in which he thinks about taking said action will vary depending on the bridge of incidents, which is why we shouldn't concern ourselves with the how. But nonetheless, they will take that action. If you've enjoyed this video so far, drop me a like and a comment to let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click that bell icon. And if you need my help on a one-to-one basis, I am available, but only if you're willing to help yourself and are going to put in the work. I don't want to waste my time if you're going to waste yours too. But once you are clear that you want help, head down to the comment section or the description, and there you'll find the links to my website. Check it out. Let's get back to this video. I actually have an example, and this is from the free community Facebook group. Join it. There is a donation option if you would like to help, but it's entirely voluntary. Link down below. But someone posted the other day about a friend reaching out to them after a period of time of not being in contact. The person was doing manifestation work, and I'm trying to remember this off the spot because I wasn't going to tell this story in this video. I just thought it was relevant then, so if I've got some details wrong, my apologies. But the person was doing some manifestation work to get them to reach out. Something happened on the other side of things. The friend, they were bit by a dog, I believe, or something, and they reached out to the person doing the work to tell them about it. Now, that friend could have messaged any number of other people, but they broke a spout of no contact to message the person doing the manifestation work because they were feeding that information through their thoughts, through their manifestation prowess. And this would have gone to the friend. They would have had these like, oh, you know what? I need to tell this person about it, leading to the outcome of reaching out. Now, the person manifesting wasn't manifesting that they get bit by a dog, but they were manifesting a message, and the means to make that message happened in the way that they did. So this is what I mean by there's a general theme, but it always leads to the outcome. Take note that they're picking up on everything, which means if you're sitting there bitching about them not doing something you want them to, they are going to be getting more thoughts like, you know what, not going to do anything. Screw that hoe, not interested. So please keep an eye, because while thought transmission is a wonderful thing, it's not biased. It goes off of what you're feeding it. You would like to think that your subconscious mind works in your favor, but it only works in your favor if you're consciously working in your favor as well. So if you're sitting there wondering why aren't they doing anything, that very question is part of the problem as to why they're not doing anything. So just take note of that. Now, you're probably wondering, great, they know me, so of course they're going to think about me with what I'm trying to do through thought transmission. But if they don't know me, how can they think about me? This is a wonderful question, and the answer is exactly the same, just what the theme is will vary a little bit greater. Again, from experiences of what I've tested. So what I mean by it's the same but with a greater theme is it will get to the same outcome. The journey is just slightly different. So take, for example, you've got someone that you saw in the gym. They didn't notice you, but you thought that they looked amazing. So you're affirming something like, this person is in a loving relationship with me or approaches me for a date or something. Now, they didn't see you. They didn't know you. So based on that physical representation of them, they don't have the awareness to specifically state you. But what will happen is they will start thinking things that lead them down that path to reaching you. Say, for example, you know what? I think it's time for me to get back out there again. I'm going to start paying attention to people that I meet, such as the gym and so on. Next time they go to the gym, they clock you, they're now aware of you, then things can progress. Or, you know what, I need to start making more friends. I'm just going to be more friendly and approachable. That allows them to be more approachable. Next time you're at the gym, you bump into each other, amazing conversation, and so on. This is but one example, but you get what I mean in a sense of you're feeding them, I'm in a date with this person, or they're contacting me, or their relationship, whatever it is that you're doing. In that moment, that physical representation of them doesn't have the means to think about you specifically because you don't exist within their awareness in that moment. So they need to be fed thoughts to get them to where you want them to be. Because the subconscious mind moves things down bridge of incidences to get to the outcome you're claiming to be true. Now, if you wanted to date this person, the theme is dating, they may start thinking things like, I need to get out there more, which then leads them to being open, which then leads them to noticing you, and then the rest of what I've just spoken about becomes viable because now you're in their awareness. Now they can have thoughts about the cute blonde that was doing leg extensions, or the buff guy that was doing chest press, or whatever. Obviously just gym analogy, but this goes for anything: library, work, social media. The subconscious mind makes you get from point A to point B. Point B being what you are feeding it. If they don't know you in this current moment in time, that doesn't all of a sudden invalidate that process. It just means that what they're picking up is slightly different, but it's still going to lead them to point B. So continue doing the thought transmission. Continue affirming, continue doing all those great things, because they will be picking up things in that theme to lead them to where you are. That, ladies and gentlemen, is thought transmission, a wonderful thing. Now, I do think that thought transmission is just normal manifestation. They just put a fancy term on it to help algorithms and shit. But I use it because I'm also using algorithms and shit. So thought transmission, but it is basically just manifesting, like standard normal manifesting. You're claiming an outcome to be true. They're picking up what you're putting down, moving in accordance. So don't fret too much if you feel like you're doing thought transmission wrong or anything. It's all one and the same, just different fancy names. But that is it for this video. Drop me a like and a comment if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click that bell icon. And like I said, if you want to skip the guesswork of manifesting your specific person and take from an expert who's manifested his person back and kept her for many years, I can help you do just that. Head down below to the comment section or the description, because there's the links to my website where I offer one-to-one services, products and things, memberships with exclusive content and free stuff, the courses, and the academy where you can get all of that and more. But thank you very much for your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.